When we had last left Magdalene, the town of Tassing was to begin building or painting a mural, and her father, Klaus, was none other than the proposed artist who would be doing the work. However, there was much scandal and controversy abound about what exactly would be depicted in this mural. For indeed, Klaus sought to portray the very same peasant revolt from only under 2 decades ago, but many folks were apprehensive about its inclusion and its depiction because none other than the new lord of the land may see it and grow quite pissed about it. So there was a weird little dispute. But also, more importantly, someone straight up mortally wounded Klaus in the dark of the night and left another secret message, perhaps from the same exact person. Now Magdalene took on the work and had to also research what to include as Klaus lay on his deathbed. This is Pentiment. Welcome back. Should we talk with Croft? Hey, Magdalene. Okay. Agnes. Right. I think we already came through here. My bad. Listen, the days, they're really, they're coming and going, they're merging, they're shifting around. I need, a checklist to make sure where I've gone every day. Okay, let's check the North Town, right? Okay. Oh, Carl. Man, look at the Wrath House. Do you say Wrath or Rat? I'm assuming it's Wrath. And you don't pronounce the rat part. The Wrath House is the biggest building in Tassing. Baltus's clock took ages to build in place. Oh shit, Baltus made the clock. Of course. Alright. Carl? Good day, Mistress Druckerin. Still got his spoon up there. What is the meaning of that spoon? What does that even mean? Let's look inside the Wrath House. Alright. Sure. Looks about as you would expect. Okay. Yeah, looks like there's going to be several stages to it, right? If it's all along these walls here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7? Sure. And a little table here in the middle. Not unlike the kind that Andreas used just 30 or so years ago. Stoltz house. Alright. Anybody here? Werner? No. Okay. Sure. Let's head out. Let's check in at Eisenkampf. Actually, let's also refer to our map. Kind of discerning where we're meant to investigate. Okay. Let's head on in here. Oh! Najou! Nazi! I don't... Najau. Very, yeah, francophone. Ciao, Magdalene. Are they lovers or something? Look at how he's looking at him. Are they lovers? Baltus's workshop. I wonder if we can do another lesson soon. Hey. Magdalene, Magdalene. Yes? Stare nervously. Yes? The cinnamon just arrived for the beer. Isn't that a spice? You're making beer? You're making beer? Well, yes. The copper pots you helped me pipe are part of the process. Oh, I thought it was for something more serious. Huh. I like that she goes, huh, a lot, because frankly, that's something that I do. Not like a huh with a question mark, but a huh as a statement, right? I enjoy that. Huh. It's time for the Christmas celebration. Already. We're barely into November. The wheel of time stops for no man. But it's going to be wonderful. Cinnamon, coffee from Ethiopia, cacao from the New World. Oh, shit. Jesu Christo. Sheha danaru fashe tutu. Is it French? I'm pretty sure it is. Jesus Christ. He who has the money can do everything. Problem? Of course not. It's your money. This is just how he sounds now. Ellipses. Anyway, I'm quite excited about it. Clearly. As such, alchemy is not normally my strong suit. And for all of Naishu's complaints about the cost, the base rye we're using is free. Really? Yes. The farmers had so much rye this year that they couldn't use it all. Gret made as much bread as she could, but she wound up having to throw a lot out. So, why not make beer? Yes, why not? I wish you the best luck with it. Nod vaguely. Yeah, why not? Thank you. Okay. Sure. Yeah, Baltus's workshop. Anything else over here? Head down here. Like, are they secret lovers or what? Like, obviously they couldn't be, like, openly in love with one another. But that's really what the vibe was there. Okay. Let's continue. Where should we go to next? Fuck. Huh. Well, maybe we'll hit some places along the way to somewhere. Yeah, let's go to the Golden Hand. Right? Let's go to the Golden Hand, because I kind of want to check in with old Smokey first. Alright. Head on over here. Should we check out Our Lady of the Labyrinth at this time of day? Do we think there's anything new? Oh, Father Thomas. Oh, God bless you, Magdalene. And you, Father Thomas. Hello, Father Thomas. And you, Father Thomas. You look troubled. What's the matter? I seem to have lost the key to the tabernacle. Without it, we'd have to go without the Eucharist on Sunday. Which is the consecrated elements of communion. Oh, also called the Lord's Supper or Holy Communion. In Catholicism, the Eucharist, maybe it's Eucharist, refers to the bread and wine after they have been transubstantiated into the body and blood of Christ. Right. Fun duck here as well. Oh. Is that very bad? Can't you borrow some from the poor Clares? Well, it's only bread, right? Surely Gret wouldn't mind baking an extra loaf. Oh, reactivity here. Philip Melacothon writes that the bread and wine is symbolic of Christ's sacrifice. Can't you just get another loaf? I'm sure I could find a way to get the tabernacle open. The lock shouldn't be that complex. Yeah, let's see if we can pop the fucking lock. That sounds awesome. That sounds like the coolest thing here that we could do. Absolutely not. I won't have you picking your way into the tabernacle. Even for a righteous purpose, I don't like the prospect of it. And why on earth do you know how to pick locks, Magdalene? Baltus taught me. Sometimes the mechanisms in his inventions get stuck. I have to fix them. All women do. It's just a matter of being a good wife. We have to be able to manage our family finances. I like that sometimes she gives very, like, I'm not really interested in talking responses, right? She definitely clearly has a different way of talking at times relative to Andreas, right? Like, she'll give a one-word response or grunt, whereas that seemed very rare for Andreas, who was more keen to, I don't know, even in his non-committal responses, I feel like was more verbose. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just misremembering. Alright. Baltus taught me. Sometimes the mechanisms in his inventions get stuck. I have to fix them. I suppose that makes sense. Use that talent wisely, Miss Druckrin. Regardless, I won't have you forcing your way into the tabernacle. I'll find that key eventually. I won't leave Tassing's sanctification at risk. Huh. I'll keep an eye out for it, Father. Thank you, Magdalene. Please, let me know if you have any ideas as to where it might be. God bless you. Huh. Okay. I guess we need to keep an eye out for it. Oh! Oh yeah, we didn't get a vision or anything. Okay. I wonder if Sister Amalie has seen the tabernacle key anywhere. I should talk with her. We should. Hey, this is a new window for her, right? Isn't she normally... Yeah, this wasn't here before, was it? Fuck, I can't remember. Okay. Hey. God bless you, Magdalene. God bless you, Sister Amalie. What brings you to the church this time of day? Lighting another votive candle for your father? Votive candle. Small candles lit during prayer in churches, symbolizing a specific offering or request on the behalf of the prayer giver. Ah. I was hoping to speak with you, sister. Have you seen Father Thomas's tabernacle key anywhere? He's misplaced it. I'm afraid I have not. Everything in the church has been as it should be. Though I did hear the 2 Gertner children come in last evening. I did not rise, but I heard their whispering for a moment. They left as suddenly as they came. Why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you say anything? I didn't think anything of it. Many people come into the church throughout the week. This is a sacred space, and the people of Tassing respect it as such. They respect my privacy in this place, and I respect theirs. I see. Why tell me this now? Why tell me this now? Because while I do not make a habit of meddling, I know those 2 do. And because you said that Father Thomas had lost his key. Is there a way in which it could be Amalie? I mean, we don't really know enough about her. Really? We know that she's from a different area, right? Father Thomas got her from, like, a different place. I don't know. I feel like we really don't have much to go off of for her being, like, the thread puller. That said, the coloration on her, like, robes here, isn't that the same color used in the ink every time? Maybe that's the biggest tell. Right? Because, you know, nowadays we just look at the color of something, with thanks to, like, trade and everything, we've got, like, dyes and stuff all over the place. It's no big deal, but here, it being her wearing purple, maybe that's relevant. Maybe there's, like, a secret passage that let her come and go? Nah, that can't be because of the times that there was at least one time when there was a murder and she had a vision about it. Right? Like, the timing on that would have been off. I think. Right? Anyway. Unless she's having the visions because she's the one perpetuating the crime. I guess that's possible. And maybe the timing just works out just that quickly? Maybe? Huh. And if that were the case, maybe that's what the big reveal will be with this Lady of the Labyrinth sigil here, is that it will also open a secret passage that she uses to come and go. I don't know. That feels very far-fetched, but it is a potentiality. It is peculiar. Like I said, the most peculiar thing right now going for her is that her robing or whatever there, her clothing, that swatch of it looks like the exact same color used in the mysterious notes from the thread puller. I wonder what color clothing she was wearing earlier when Andreas spoke with her, and we got like a full view of her interior area. Huh. I cannot remember. Anyway. And because you said that Father Thomas had lost his key, their intentions last night may have been pure. If not, however, it would be Christian to remind them that theft is against the Lord's commandments. You're right. I ought to mention that the next time I see them, as a sister in Christ. Of course, I might go have a chat with them. Ugh, we're always getting into trouble. Maybe I'll just tell Father Thomas they took the key. Huh. Do I want to tell Father Thomas and get involved that way, or do I want to go directly to them? Let's get involved directly, why not? You're right. I ought to mention that the next time I see them, as a sister in Christ. I applaud your spirit of service, Magdalene. As Paul wrote, whoever loves God for him, all things will come together to good. Thank you, sister. God bless you. God bless you, Magdalene. Maybe it is her. Right? That seems so out of character for her, though, to do that. Unless she's been, like, fibbing, right? Or maybe it's part of her visions or something, and whatever happened to her, like, gave her some sort of condition. I don't know. To where, like, she doesn't recognize what she's fully doing all the time. I guess that's possible. She is quite mysterious. And we only technically assume her location, right? We don't know for sure if she actually comes and goes. And look, how tall is she? Okay, and what other hints do we have? It was someone tall. They obviously they didn't have a beard, which works here. Huh. She would have had an interest in preserving the town because, in a sense, the Anchoress is like part of the town itself. You know, in a sense, maybe she sees herself also as a personification of the town, or at least of the church, the building itself. I guess that's possible. And then for Rothvogel? Oh, she would have yeah. During confessions. She would know all sorts of stuff. If someone confessed here and she was present, she very easily could have heard what Baron Rothvogel perpetuated. And did Father Thomas know? I can't remember if Father Thomas knew. What's her name? The mother prior to Cecil or Cecile? She knew. But did Father Thomas know? I'm not sure if he did. But like I said, right? Like, by way of there being confessions, that's actually a decent way for her to get a lot of information. Okay. She's like my next suspect then, right? Maybe it's a Molly, but how would she get out? There would have to be a secret passage or something, right? I guess it's possible. Remember when we were underground at the Roman ruins as Andreas and Caspar? There was... Wasn't there another area that was like rubbled over or something? Was it like large enough that we... Yeah, it was the rubble that Caspar volunteered to like squeeze through. But we told Caspar not to do it because it looked dangerous. What if she's like thin enough to squeeze through the rubble and she does it, right? I can't remember exactly how like her door and stuff worked as well, but like, I don't know. Depending on like her build, she might be able to even fit through this, right? And there may be an altogether different secret passage by way of this right here, the mysterious labyrinth thing. And that would also, on a metatextual level, that fixes the issue of when we were writing to Illuminata, if Illuminata was actually there and it wasn't just us believing it, right? That's part of that scene that I have in question, is the scene with Illuminata when we were writing. You know how it like did the spotlight sort of vignettes on Magdalene and whoever the letter recipient was, whoever she got the letter from, you know, either Esther or Illuminata. That may just be Magdalene interpreting Illuminata as being there, when maybe that's not true, right? Oh, and also, okay, here's another cool fucking... Okay, we're getting a little bit more metatextual and stuff here with our examination. But, wow, I'm really building a case against Amali now. She's like my prime suspect and all that now. If the shit with Illuminata doesn't pan out, Amali may be it, right? I think maybe the biggest giveaway, though, at least for me, what even arose my suspicions, is the use of color right there, right on her person. But if Andreas is alive, right? Which it feels as if that is the case, right? That feels like an obvious sort of twist. That feels like definitely the kind of twist that I'm anticipating. Maybe it won't pan out that way. But if it does turn out that Andreas is alive, and he's living at the Abbey, right? He's like encased there, right? Doesn't that, like, using that as like a literary device or whatever, right? As like a storytelling, I don't know, trope? It parallels very well to her situation, right? She is like encased within the church, Andreas encased within the library or scriptorium. If he is actually alive, right? But maybe he's not. I don't know. I'm seriously thinking that it might be Amali. And maybe she took the hand. Right? Because we had the option to look almost anywhere, and we didn't see it, but a place that we couldn't have looked is in there. And why would anyone look in there? No one would presume that she had outdoor access for when the hand went missing. Huh. And remember the scent as well? What if the scent from what was her name? Margaret. She smelled a peculiar scent, and she said, like, it smelled like the devil or whatever. But also there was kind of a flowery, like, herb-esque scent as well to it. I forgot what exactly she said, because that was all the way in Act 1. But what if it was just people here burning shit? You know, like burning incense or burning, like, various herbs, taking them here and all that? What if that's what caused it? Huh. And also on a metatextual level, right? Right now, we have this big mystery with this. It's so clear to show us this, right? And this is like something unique to the town. And everyone, everyone, Magdalene, Andreas, both times in both periods of visiting, all like could comment on it. But it never gets answered. Ergo, shouldn't it be the case that this is relevant by way of it being important to, like, the thread puller? That would make sense. That said, we also have another mystery like that, and that being the windmill situation and why it is or isn't rare to have in Bavaria, right? That never actually came to light. That said, I think there was an opportunity, right, for it to come to light. It just never did, right? I guess the real question is, do we think Father Thomas knows? Do we think Father Thomas is working with her in cahoots? I wonder. Like, how much does Father Thomas know, and how much is, like, him just being unaware? I wonder. Alright. Hey, Father Thomas. You're talking out here, too? God bless you, Magdalene. God bless you, Father Thomas. I think I know where your missing key went. Any luck finding the tabernacle key? Huh. Should we just say something? I mean, I feel like it's the most normal thing to do, is since we're walking literally right by him, right? Like in real life, I feel like I would say something. I don't have a reason not to say something, you know? Like, I don't really... Like, so what if he gets upset at the folks who were in here, right? Yeah, let's tell him. I think I know where your missing key went. Oh, you found it? Oh, you found it. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Magdalene. You do have it, don't you? Not quite, but I know who does. Sister Amalie said she heard the twins in the church last night. Those fickle little ratbags. Whoa, take it easy, Father. No matter how many times I warn of the suffering they could endure if they do not cease this nonsense, they continue in their impious, impetuous ways. I swear the devil's in those children, naming them after pagan gods, and no wonder. I shall have another talk with their parents, I think. Your piety shines all the more brightly in comparison to their iniquity. Don't punish them too harshly, Father. Thank you, Father. It's about time their actions caught up with them. Don't punish them too harshly. The Lord will see to that, not I. God bless you, Magdalene. The snitch! Uh-oh, I snitched. Okay. Let's head over here. Good. Let's see, in this area. I mean, what reason could they have to fuck around with the tabernacle and shit, right? Like, I don't know, people kind of rely on that. Like, they enjoy it. It just seems mean, I guess. Like, from my point of view, it just seems mean for them to do that. Like, it's not like they're stealing for food or money or whatever, like a necessity. You know, it just seems a little mean. I mean, I guess they are technically stealing food, but we're not in a situation where, like, Tassing was a few years ago, where they're starving. Or on the precipice of it. Okay. Nico? Magdalene? Werner. Oh. Magdalene, tell me something. Alright, if I must. Are you well? Alright. Why was I cursed with a life in Tassing? What does this pathetic little harlot have to offer a man like me? Tell me, Magdalene. You're drunk again, aren't you? I don't know. What is it you think you deserved? Yeah, what is it you think you deserve? I was destined for the courts of kings. Not a town full of peasants who churn out more of themselves than the rabbits in the meadow. A town where craftsmen learned men. A town where craftsmen, learned men like myself, Baltus, even your father, have their minds wasted. And in a few decades we will be dead, and Tassing will forget us all. God doesn't care. He never cared for me. He deserted us all when the abbey was destroyed. If he even exists. You've had too many, Doctor. You don't know what you're saying. You don't deserve this place if you can't see its worth. Dr. Stoltz, that's blasphemy. You don't deserve this place if you can't see its worth. Just a gaggle of fools and churls. You know, I've tried to do what's best for all, but none of you listen. It's only argue, argue, argue. You, Klaus, Jorg, Baltus. I still can't believe you're working with him. You should be at home looking after your father. Pick herbs for whatever provincial remedies you still hold to. Do something you're fit for. I'm going to do no less than exactly what I want. I'm doing what's right for the town. Fuck off. Yeah, fuck off, Werner. I don't give a shit. I'm going to give you the most abrasive response. I'm going to do nothing less than exactly what I want. It is improper and unnatural. Just like you. I could have found a wife in Nuremberg. It's Tassing that's the problem. Not a woman here ever looked my way. Oh, I see! I see. Wow, I've almost accidentally slipped into almost like the correct sort of voice tone and inflection for him. You'll never find a husband with that attitude of yours, girl. I'll be fine. Roll your eyes. I'll be fine. For now, before the weight of the real world settles on your shoulders. Your father won't be around forever. May not even last the winter. Then what will you do? Can I punch him? Can I fucking, like, sucker punch him and, like, throw him off the side here? If you're determined to be an asshole, I'm going to leave. I'll survive. I have the same people who care about me. Can you say the same? I have people who care about me. Can you say the same? I will mourn like Andromache and continue doing what is necessary during hard times, as women always do. Who is this? Wife of the Trojan prince Hector, in various accounts of the Trojan War. After Hector's death, at the hands of Achilles, Andromache entered a long period of formal mourning. Fuck it, let's go with the reactivity. Andromache, from what I remember, was also a dutiful and obedient wife. Be inspired by the pagans, Magdalene. Do as you like. Just don't ruin the mural. Not that it matters anyway. Man. Quite the prick. Okay. I mean, I guess we always sort of knew, but, you know, now that he's had a few drinks him, and I guess also, now that he's talking with a woman, you know, he's kind of an elitist, right? Someone that he thinks is lesser than him. Hannah? Hello, Magdalene. How is your father? Unwell, still, and getting worse. He's hanging on, but Dr. Stoltz is concerned that he's not improving. Let's go with that. Good. You must make sure that he eats hearty meals. I know the season makes it difficult, but he needs the best of what you have in storage if he's to heal. I'll send Nico over with a few of our good apples later. I'm sure Klaus would appreciate the visit. I'm very grateful to you both. Don't trouble yourself on our account. No, let's accept help, right? If folks are willing to help, accept it gracefully, right? I'm very grateful to you both. Well, it's mutual. Your father has done much for me and Nico these past few years. Really, what? He even counseled us in our... never you mind. Oh, your what? Oh, it's only that... Well, your father is a learned man. In books, yes, but in matters of family, too. You're proof enough, I should think. A respectable young woman like you, raised all alone. Ellipses. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought up your mother. I know it still hurt Klaus. It's alright. I wish I'd had the chance to know her. Let's say that. All I have of her is what others have told me. She lives in you. I see it in your stature, in your mind. She is still here with us. Oh yeah, she wears her hair as well, like her mother. Although her hair color is, of course, totally different. She wears her hair like her mother did, doesn't she? You've grown into quite a woman, Magdalene. I hope you find a happy marriage with a man worthy of the woman your father raised. I suppose we'll see. I don't find the offerings of Tassing to be worth much. We'll see. As God wills it. But that's enough talk from me. There's work to be done. The inn doesn't run itself. Until later, Magdalene. Until then. Okay. Let's head on out. What about Killian? We don't know much about this Killian kid, really, right? Let's head on over here. Let's go check in with old Smokey, right? Why not? There we go. Or should we look around the forest first? Okay. Yeah, let's just do a quick look around here. Oh, it's Apollo. Hey, Magdalene. Hello, Apollo. What are you doing? Looking for frogs. Artemis says she saw one the other day, and we're trying to collect a bunch. Why are you trying to collect a bunch? What do you need the frogs for? Like I'll tell you, you'll snitch. I won't. Oh, we can negotiate through it even though we did snitch. If you don't tell me, maybe I will snitch. Your mother won't be happy to hear about whatever you're up to. Fuck it, yeah, let's... Reactivity, baby! Artemis always says Mom doesn't care. Mom yells, but that's about it. Sorry, Magdalene, I can't risk this one. Try asking Artemis. The Great Frog Plague of 1543. Okay. Agnes gathers... Yep, we've seen that before. Okay, Artemis, what's up with these frogs? Hey, Magdalene. I told Father Thomas what you're doing. I won't put up with your shit anymore, Artemis. Hey, Artemis. Apollo said you're catching frogs? May as well click that to get it unveiled. Let's not start with saying, I won't put up with your shit anymore. Let's not begin with that. Apollo said you're catching frogs. Yeah. What about it? He told me to come ask you why. He wouldn't say anything. He didn't tell you? Christ, finally. He's learning to keep his mouth shut. Ah, come on. Just tell me. But you'll tell me, right? Negotiate. Ah, fine. Just promise you won't tell. Yeah, of course. Oh, all right. We want to put them... Oh, I got Chivo. We want to put them in the altar. So at Mass, Father Thomas reaches for the Eucharist, and frogs go everywhere. I can't wait to see Father Thomas's face if you get away with it. Why in the world would you want to do that? Do you want to do that? That seems like a really bad idea. You've already been to confession this year. Why in the world do you want to do that? Father Thomas keeps saying Apollo and I are on the path of the rebellious Egyptians with frogs and locusts. We're gonna prove him right and summon a bunch of frogs in mass. Well, good luck. Be careful, Artemis. That could backfire on you. Yeah, be careful. Jeez. Don't worry about us, Magdalene. See you later. Alright, return the key. Sure. How old are they? Go away, Magdalene. Fuck you, Artemis. Magdalene seems significantly more... Like, are they the same age? Oh, a pig out here? Oh yeah, why is a pig out here? It must have broke out of its pen. I wonder who it belongs to. It's a peace-loving, domesticated pig. Weird. Waterfall is always so beautiful. I feel like this pig means something, but I don't know what. Oh. I should gather some mugwort to help break Dad's fever. It might not be as powerful as when we gather it on St. John's Eve, but it should still work. Okay. Right, yeah, I forgot we had to come out here too, right? Mine shaft. Ooh! For once we can interact with it. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot about this. Okay. If I want to depict the mural as accurately as possible, I have to go down the shaft myself. The entrance is so steep. No one's used it in years. There must be some way to get down there. I could probably climb down, even though it looks dangerous. If I rigged a rope to the top beams, I'd be able to get down more easily. Baltus might have some tools. I bet he could help me rig a way to climb down here. Or down there. Apollo and Artemis are always bragging about how they sneak around the ruins. Maybe I can ask them how they do it. Hell yeah, set up the rope. Reactivity, baby. I saw some rope in the workshop at home. I should be able to find everything I need there. I'll have to come back later. Ah, cool. Okay. Sure. Let's head over this way. Yeah, I forgot that was also one of our investigations. No, it's not. Okay. Huh. Oh, look, more shit has popped up. Oh, no, wait, maybe it just moved, right? It maybe just moved. Fair enough. Okay. Let's see. I almost feel like we shouldn't check in with Old Smokey yet. Maybe we should look around more. Because we're still picking up more leads and whatnot, you know? Like, maybe we go over to, like, the mill, you know? Let's see if there's any new developments at the mill that will give us another lead. Let's pet this cool dog. There we go. And maybe we should also go to the convent and see if there's anything there as well. Right? We might want to just do it once over again. Paul. Nope, nothing new. Muller house. Okay. Good. Oh, they're not here. Maybe they're upstairs. Alright. I do think it's really telling that we can't access the aqueduct area right now. Maybe it'll be used later. Okay, let's check over at the convent. Upper Abbey. Oh, Martha. You're here. Oh, hello, Magda. You wouldn't happen to be going to the convent? I wasn't planning to, no. Perhaps later, what brings you here? I don't know if I should talk about this. Ellipses. I'm, thinking about joining the Poor Clares. Oh, that's a nice idea. Why on earth would you want to do that? it's a strange time to join an order. We can think about it. I haven't had that in a while. I never expected Martha to become a sister. She's always been so timid. This could be a good choice for her. Perhaps I should encourage her to join. Such a dramatic change might be too much for her. Maybe I should talk her out of it. Yeah, if she's interested, why not? Perhaps I should encourage her to join. She is the oldest unmarried woman in town. Her choices are a bit limited, but joining the order is a big commitment. This may not be the wisest plan. Carl needs help around the house, and she seems unsure. Yeah, I don't really have too much stake in this, because I don't really know her or Carl that well. Let's just go with the reactivity because it's fun, right? It's a strange time to join an order. Maybe. I don't know. But Tassing is a place out of time, isn't it? Nothing changes here. Everyone makes sure of that. That's not true. The Landhouse and Rathhouse were built in our lifetimes. You think the Poor Clares are more forward-looking? Not at all, but they set themselves apart with purpose, to venerate the Lord. Be honest, what do I have to look forward to? With Dad's injury, and me unwed at 25, older than all the boys in town. If they don't see me as a sister, they see me as a mom. And when Dad dies, not anytime soon, God willing, I won't be able to claim the farm. I'll lose my home. With Anton gone, there's no one to take it over. You could still get married before that time comes. I understand times are tough, but are you sure this would really make you happy? That's unfair. You should be able to inherit the property. Huh. I mean, I definitely want to express that I think it's unfair. But at the same time, I do want to say this. Are you sure this would really make you happy? Because I want to make her question, like, if she is seeking happiness for herself. Or pragmatism. That's unfair. You should be able to inherit the property. The law of man seems cruel compared to the law of God. If I'm destined to poverty, why not live with those who do the same? Why not withdraw from the trials of the world? You know as well as I, it's not safe out here. You could do so much more. You just need to be more ambitious. Maybe you're right. I've thought about joining the order myself. I don't know what to say. I suppose you should follow your heart? Hiding away behind walls doesn't seem like the right way to live. You don't think that's alluding to something, huh? This last one here? Maybe I'm just seeing stuff that I want to see. Okay. I suppose you should follow your heart. Can I trust it? It's a nervous and confused thing. As it is often before difficult decisions. If you're not driven by a consuming devotion, it doesn't seem like the nun's life is meant for you. I think that's a great point, right? You do have to be driven by, like, an immense amount of devotion to be able to, like, happily do that. I don't know. It is a fucked up and difficult choice to find yourself in, though, right? Because, like, she can't just sit around and, like, wait for opportunity or whatever, because, and she can't, like, right, her options to make something of herself or try to even make something of herself are limited because she is a woman, right? That said, we've also talked to nuns who had joined not the Poor Clares necessarily, but beforehand with the Byzantine, right? They joined out of a sense of pragmatism, and they didn't have the consuming devotion, but in a sense it was like more so out of survival. Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult, like I said, because I don't know too much about her personally, and I don't have a stake in her life necessarily one way or another. Yeah, it's as it is often before difficult decisions. I suppose so. But joining the Poor Clares is a lifelong commitment. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I think you should join this. Oh, man, they're just having us outright say it. I think you should join the sisters. I don't think you should join the order. Oh, man. Eee. I mean, I really, like, all right, you know what? I don't think you should. Like I said, if you're second guessing, you shouldn't. This isn't the kind of thing you should second guess about. Even if you do want to do it out of pragmatism, you should be, like, forthright and steadfast in making that more pragmatic choice, right? If that's the reason why you're doing it, you should do that consciously, even if you are doing it, like, and you're like, I'm probably going to be kind of unhappy doing this, and I wish I had it a different way, but I know why I'm doing it and why I have to do it, you know? It's probably better to do it that way. I don't know, though. I don't think you should join the order. Oh! Convince Martha to not join the Poor Clares. 3 chances to convince her not to join by way of having a haggle background. Wow, okay. You're still young and have more prospects than you know. Joining the Poor Clares take away that chance. Success. People are always visiting Tassing. Who knows, maybe you'll meet someone coming to see St. Moritz. I never thought of that. I do like seeing all the people who come into town. I don't quite want to give up on the rest of the world just yet. Besides, I still have Dad to take care of. If I join the order, he'd be on his own. I don't think it's the right time for me to join the Poor Clares. Maybe someday, but not yet. Yeah, that's a great point as well. Like, even if you decide not to now, like, if you don't find someone by the time you get fucked over by societal, like, rules, you know, and you don't inherit, like, that livelihood, then you could be like, oh, fuck, I guess I better join the Poor Clares, or I'm fucked, right? Then you have to do it out of desperation, I guess. Which, I don't know. As fucked up as it sounds better than doing it half-heartedly, right? Being forced into doing it out of desperation is better than doing it and then regretting it, I think. Doing it too early and then regretting it. Because you still have time to, like, yeah, you still have time to come to terms and, like, reason with yourself. If that's truly what you want. Yeah, okay. I feel good about this. Thanks for talking with me, Magda. I've had a lot on my mind. I'm glad I could help, Martha. Until later, be well. Okay. So Martha is older than us then, huh? How come she's like such a different art style? Or is she not? And she actually just... she's just drawn this way. Like her character just looks this way. I don't know. I feel like she's totally a different art style. Like her facial features are way less I don't know. Like, she looks almost like anime or something. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But, like, the way her nose and, like, mouth and eyes are all drawn are very different from us. Yeah, and even her clothing and whatnot, you know? Yeah, I can't put my finger on it. Something about Martha. All right. Well, I suppose when next we come back, we'll continue looking around town. I still want to do, like I said, a once-over. Case in point, it seems like an ideal and opportune time to do that because we're, like, unveiling more stuff rather than continuing through passing time, right? Seems like a good idea. Until next time, please take care of each other.